Should man choose woman or woman choose man? It is different in different cultures. In some cultures, women choose, and in some, men choose. Any more questions? Yes. How about in this culture about choosing? In this culture, it is mutual. Boys and girls are together from their early ages, and they can decide. In this culture. He's comes from a Catholic background, and in the past several years he's been attracted to Hinduism and Buddhism, and he still feels a need to reconcile his Catholic background, and he's wondering a way to do that. In other words, is it that you feel that the Hindu and Buddhist teachings that you're getting into somehow betray the Catholic teachings, or? He's feeling that somehow by being born into Catholic tradition, that somehow he should, there's a feeling that he should stick with it and see it through. It's all right. There is no difference in it, in the essence. If you see the rituals and other ways of worship of God, then your mind will separate all religions. But if you accept that there is one God beyond name and form, then there is no difference. In Hinduism, all Upanishads and Vedas say it. In Buddhism, there is no God. In other religions also, there is only one God.
Babaji, what's the difference between pratyahara and concentration?
What's the difference between pratyahara and concentration, or dharana? In pratyahara, the mind is collected from all outer objects. In concentration, that collected mind is channeled to one object. Collected, channeling, restrained. When you have been asked whether everyone will be enlightened someday, I think you answered, no, because there has to be a balance of negative and positive. I am confused. If this is so, does it mean that when I advance myself spiritually, someone else must be regressing spiritually to keep that balance? In other words, am I causing harm by bettering myself? You are not causing harm by bettering yourself. There will remain a balance naturally to keep the creation going. All the time, living beings are taking birth. Some are progressing, some are liberated. The process goes on. What do you recommend one do when feeling disconnected from God, when sadhana feels forced and insincere? It happens sometime. The mind withdraws from the spirituality and the mind starts feeling the world is more real, but it's only a phase which comes and goes.
Sadhana feel forced to incorrect practice.
Can sadhana feel forced due to incorrect practice? No, the mind doesn't like any discipline, so it resents. How do we overcome a samskara when we're not totally conscious of its cause? Samskaras are identified in a form, in a form of desires, attachments, thoughts. What we desire will prove our good or bad samskara. Like desire to gamble, for example. It comes in the mind. It means that samskara is strong and we can remove the situation of gambling. Same way with all other desires. She's asking, how do you switch the mind when your mind has had the habit of having that samskara and seeing the world that way and not really knowing how to see it differently? Cultivating good qualities as in yama and niyama. In meditation, the mind has a spiritual object. The mind is completely absorbed in that object. In relaxation, the mind and body can be relaxed without one spiritual object. By taking some medicine, it can happen. But it is not meditation. But it is not meditation. Okay. Questions or time is over. We'll continue singing.